Yeah.
You can't take pictures.
Oh, I certainly can.
No, you can't.
Well, you see, I am.
You know what? Don't be smart, sir.
I'm not trying to be smart.
What do you want here, sir?
I'm taking pictures of my building.
What do you?
Where are you in my face? Back up off of me, man.
Okay. What do you want here?
I'm taking pictures of my building.
What do you want here?
Why don't you think I
You cannot
can?
take a picture in here, sir. It's not a debate. You cannot take a picture in here.
Who owns the building?
You cannot take a picture in here, sir.
What do you
Are you
want
going to let
here?
me talk or not?
No. You cannot take a picture in here.
What do you
That's
want
it.
here?
It's not a discussion.
I can't take a picture? Oh,
You'll
yeah.
go to jail.
What do you want?
Then
What do you want?
don't go get the man to arrest me then.
What do you want here, sir?
I'm taking pictures of my building that I paid for.
You cannot take
Okay.
pictures in
What
here.
else do you want here besides that?
That's I've been invited to do so
By who, sir?
by the federal government.
Okay.
I have every right to film my building.
Is there
a
anything-
supervisor here that knows
Is there
what they're talking
anything
about?
you need
Yes,
in
sir.
the building?
One's coming down. Let me explain something
Okay.
to you.
Is there
You
anything
can take pictures outside the building, but inside the courthouse, unless the court gives you permission, you cannot take pictures inside
Sir,
the
you're
building.
sadly mistaken. Now, would you like me to show you my documentation
For what?
to be able to film here? This
No,
is
I
from
just want to know
Homeland
what did
Security.
you need here?
I just told you what I need. I
You
need
cannot
to take
Leave
pictures.
then. No, don't take my picture. Do not take a picture in here, sir. Do not take.
You
cannot
are
take
you
a
in,
picture.
are you blocking my right to
You
film
cannot-
here, sir?
You cannot take a picture in here. It's not a debate, sir. You cannot.
Go ahead, put your hands on me. See if I don't defend myself.
Don't take pictures there, right? Wait till this.
I don't have to wait for. I have authorization. I said I've done it from the federal government. This is from Homeland Security. If you want to learn something, you can read it.
You need to learn something, sir. You're in a federal courthouse. You can't do that.
Cannot take a picture.
Who do you think owns the federal?
Cannot take a
The
picture.
people do. The feds don't own anything. You and I own this. You own this. You
cannot
own
take a
this.
picture in here.
and You own this.
You cannot
Where's
take
it?
a picture in here.
I think you guys are going to get an education today.
Okay.
I can film in
cannot
my
take-
building.
you
I
cannot take-
absolutely
you have to
can.
get
Then tackle me.
I'm not going to tackle you.
Why
Just take
not? Stop me. I'm breaking the law. Where's the law? If you had a law, then you
cannot
could
take a picture.
possibly have your flapping lips going. Otherwise, you can't.
it. Really?
There is no law, sir. There's no law that says I can't film in here. I wouldn't come in here and break the law. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
All right. Okay.
Have you guys, none of you have heard this before. This is amazing.
You cannot
What's
enter
that?
this building without a mask on either. You
Well-
have to leave, sir, if you don't have a mask on.
Well,
There's
that's
the door.
that is also a
You have to
policy.
leave without a mask.
Where's
sir.
the
You
law?
have to
I
leave.
will obey the
You have to
law.
leave. It's a court order from the
Show me the
chief
court
judge.
order.
Sir, you have to leave without
Show
a
me the
mask
court
on.
order.
Sir, you don't
No,
have a
that's a
mask.
piece
Go.
of paper. There's no
Let's
law
go.
behind it.
Sir,
I read
let's go.
that. There's
Let's
no
go.
law.
Let's go. You ain't got to go home, but you got to go. Let's go.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I don't have to have a mask, and I can film. Now, if there's a law, I would obey the law. But if there's no law,
There's a
you can't
court
show
order
me
which
the.
is assigned by the judge. The chief judge says you
That's
have to
not
have
a
mask.
law. A judge doesn't write a law. Legislators write laws,
Could you
sir.
write that down for me? I'd really like to keep that and write that down because I could educate myself.
Okay, good.
If you could.
Go ahead. I've recorded it. You can see it on my channel. Breaking news now.
Good for you.
Remember, I've been arrested 3 times for doing
Oh, you
this.
should got that going for
I
you.
think I know what I'm doing. I wouldn't be here wanting to get arrested, would I? That'd be pretty stupid. No, I'm not breaking the law, sir.
You need to leave without a mask on, sir. You need to leave
No, I
today.
don't. Not unless you show. Here, show me the law.
Sir,
Right
sir,
here's
sir,
the law.
sir, sir, sir.
Don't impede my movement, sir. That's
Don't touch
against
me.
the law.
Don't touch me.
Show me the law. It's on the
I'm not
paper.
going to show you anything. I'm telling you.
Okay, then you can't show me the law. You can't enforce anything.
Got a couple of deputy marshals going to come down and talk.
Okay, good. Good. They can show me the law.
Night, Aaron.
Boy, look at this lobby, man. This thing is incredible.
Two deputy marshals going to talk to you here.
Okay.
3.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good. What are we doing today?
I'm just filming my lobby.
Okay, well, you can take pictures outside the courthouse, but you're not allowed to do that inside the courthouse.
Sorry, sir, you're mistaken.
No, I'm not mistaken, sir.
I don't need a mask neither unless you have a law to enforce. Marshals cannot enforce something without a law.
Sir?
Yes.
Yeah.
Court order is not a law.
Sir, you're inside the courthouse.
Yes.
Courthouse has rules.
Yes.
You have to follow.
No, I
If you
don't,
wish to
unless
remain-
they're a law.
No, that's not true.
Well, where's the law? I see that. I read the paper. I'm not here to start any trouble, fellas,
That's
okay?
untrue.
And I'm not here to
Completely
get arrested,
untrue.
okay?
So here's the deal. If you go into a building, the building is allowed to establish rules and code of conduct.
I get that.
They're not laws. If you don't follow the code of conduct and the rules, you have to leave the building.
Who owns this building?
This is a building owned by the United States courts.
And who owns the United
No,
States
this
courts?
is a building that is open to the public. It is not a
You
public
didn't answer.
building.
Yeah, it is.
You have to follow the code.
Here you go.
Rules of
Homeland
conduct.
Security, 6 pages,
have to-
says I can do what I can do.
No.
Gives me the
Homeland
right
Security
expressed.
doesn't own this building either. The
I
United
guess-
States courts.
What do I
own
have to
the
do?
building.
Shove it down your throat?
The judges establish the rules for the courthouse. We would like for you to follow them or leave. That's what we're asking you
Here's
to do.
my documentation
Sir,
that gives me the right to do what
that
I'm doing.
documentation has nothing to do with this building.
This is a federal building. This is
a
from
building
Homeland
owned by the
Security.
United States.
Get an officer here then.
We are
Get
the
a-
officers.
Are
here.
you Homeland Security?
No.
Okay.
Homeland Security doesn't own this building.
Don't
The United
they
States
regulate
courts-
this building?
No, they do not.
Who's the officers that enforce the laws
do.
here?
Yeah.
So then show me the law.
There isn't a law inside
If you
the
don't
building,
have a law,
sir,
sir, how do you have
No.
something to enforce? Does that make sense?
you're confused.
Yeah, he just said yeah.
You're confused.
No, he agrees with me. I
It's
saw
the
his body
rules
language.
and the code of conduct within the building. You have to follow or you have to leave.
I get
That's it.
I get policy, but
done.
I obey
Sir,
laws. I
sir,
don't have to
Sir, these are
obey
court
policy.
orders,
Well, then get the court order, and I'll be glad to
establishes-
leave. Why don't you get that and show it to me? I'm not here to cause any trouble. If I have to leave, I'll leave. I'm not here to break the law or get arrested.
Well, can I ask you this? What's your intent today?
My intent, I just told you, I'm here to film my building. I paid for this building. I get to film it. Does that make
Do you
sense?
have an ID on you?
Why would I need to give you an ID? I haven't broken the law.
Well, I have the right to ask you for an
You
ID.
can ask me for any, you can ask me if I have a hot air balloon, but I don't have to give it to you. Sir, do you understand that I know what I'm
You
doing?
have no ID.
I do not have to give you my ID. I have not committed a crime. Where does a person
You don't
have
to
to?
commit a crime.
You certainly
I
do in the
still
state
have
of
the right
Maryland. Is the only
I
place
still have the right to ask you for an
you
ID.
can ask me for anything. Do you have a motorcycle? Ask me that. I'll tell you yes. I have several of them. You can ask whatever you want to, but I have no obligation to give you my ID, and you know it.
Okay, so you don't want to provide an ID.
I have no obligation to give you my ID. State of Missouri, except in Kansas City, you have to give ID if a police officer asked you for it, but not anywhere else in the state of Missouri. I know exactly what I'm doing, sir. I have been arrested. I've been put in jail in this courthouse for doing what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
Well, you don't.
You
What
have,
you're doing today,
you
you're not doing.
can ask me for my ID, but I don't have to give it to you unless you know that I've committed a crime. Now, do you know that I've committed a crime? You suspect me of committing a crime.
I'm not suspecting you of committing a crime.
Then you don't get my ID, sir, and you know that. Or if you don't know it, you need to get educated.
Well, I think you do, sir, because what you're doing today, you cannot do.
Sir,
The federal court.
I've had a federal indictment for doing what I'm doing here. I've been locked up in here, okay? I know exactly
You've
what
already
I'm
been
doing.
locked up for this.
I have been locked up for doing a lawfully protected act because a police officer was ignorant like you, demanded my ID, and I refused it, and he arrested me. That was a false arrest. And if you want to be privy to that lawsuit, go ahead and slap cuffs on me. Before you signed a dotted line, go ask your supervisor if you know what you're talking about, because you don't. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Provide a name for us.
I'm not going to provide you with anything. I have no obligation to do that. What's your name and badge number?
Why are you asking me that?
Because you're my public servant, and that's your policy to give it I ask? Okay. I know who you are. I have to have a mask? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? How about my friend Johnny here? Does he have to have a mask? How about this man? Does he?
Exigent circumstances why you don't have your phone.
Okay.
He came down here because you were causing a disturbance.
I was not causing a disturbance.
That's the difference of opinion.
My right to film in public areas, which you guys won't bother to look at the order from Homeland Security. The order I have here is 6 pages, but if you only read one, you'll get an education. It says to leave photographers alone in all federal buildings. That means the entire United States. Inside, yes sir, it does. I'm telling you, I have the order.
We're getting the order.
Okay, good. Here's the order from Homeland Security. Leave photographers alone. I have every right to film in public areas of any federal building and all federal. I certainly do, sir. I wouldn't be here breaking
Any
the law.
building, if you don't follow the rules, you can be asked to leave.
There's no rule that can supersede this one in terms of filming.
You can't just go in someplace and cause a disruption.
I wasn't causing a disruption.
What are you doing?
I was standing here filming and you guys surrounded me.
You can't film in here.
I certainly can, or I wouldn't be here.
Sir, can I see what you're
Sure,
doing?
absolutely. I'm not making this stuff up, sir. And I'm not here to cause trouble. I think that you're not informed. That's all. That's all.
You
You
think
say you're
that,
not
but
here to
I know
cause
you're
trouble.
not.
What's your purpose here then?
To film my
You said
building.
you've
I've
been
already
here before, right?
I have
Did
been
you
here.
film it before?
I have not filmed it before. But I know a lot about this building. It's $30,000 to clean the windows on this building.
Pretty expensive.
Why would I know that?
Because it sounds like you've made this a project. That's why you would know that,
I have
which speaks volumes in itself.
a point to prove here today.
Well,
I have the right to film my building. That's all. That's what my point
we
is.
have one to prove, and we have a job to do. So.
Well, but your job is, you may have a job to do, but you may not know what your job
So,
is.
sir, all I'm reading here is this.
I can get, there's a federal regulation that authorized me to do this. It's a CFR. Do you know what a CFR is? That's a federal regulation that allows me, that expressly allows me to do this in any federal building. Post office, anywhere. In the lobbies, corridors, and entranceways.
You've done your filming. Is there anything else you need?
No.
Then why you stay here?
I'm not going to be run out of here, though.
No.
Not when I have the
The
right
building,
to
the
be
building
here.
will be closed at 6 o'clock.
Oh, well, I'll probably leave then. But I would like to leave after you guys leave.
We're here till later than
But I mean, after you guys are stop surrounding me.
That ain't gonna happen.
Because I mean, I'm not
Why
being
can't
run
we- why
out
can't
of
we
my
surround
building.
you? We're in a public building. We can surround you all you want.
Yeah, you're right.
There
That's
you
true.
go. Okay, so there you go.
That's true.
So we can just stay here. And
Yeah, you can. You can hold my hand.
Good answer.
You can. See, this is for matters of public interest.
Yeah, exactly. We have the public's interest in mind.
Looks like I got a couple boys' attention here, don't it?
You wanted them to read it, so they're reading it.
I brought my documentation because I didn't want to get arrested. I've already been arrested 3 times. I don't like getting arrested, especially for doing a lawfully protected act.
You got arrested 3 times. You must like getting arrested.
I was falsely arrested. Now, if you guys told me you were going to arrest me, I'd be out the door under threat of arrest. So if you want to threaten to arrest me, I'll go out the door. I'll be out of your face in a second. Give me an order to leave or you're going to arrest me? I'm out of here, man. Okay, all right. Well, I think they're going to educate everyone. They probably already know about it, and they just didn't tell you guys about it. That's all. Yeah, I understand that. That's totally legitimate. You're a public servant. I can film you. That's law. You can film anyone that works for the government. Now, you may not like it, and since you don't like it, I'm not going to film you anymore, sir, okay? I'm going to respect you. I'm not here to cause any trouble with anybody. That's redacted. The Homeland Security did that. I don't know why, but it's totally legitimate. This actually happened because someone was arrested for filming in a courthouse, and this happened in 2010. So then they sent out a memo to all police: leave photographers alone in any federal building. Then that one came out in 2018. But the first one came out in 2010. This one came out in 2018. You can see the date on it. And you could also look it up. Oh, sure, sir. I won't record you. I can, but I won't because you asked me not to.
I can detain him if you want me to. Until FPS is here. So I can send you on there. They have a responsible.
Sir, you can't detain me unless you... For what? For a crime. For what crime?
For videoing and
that's not a crime, sir. You'd have to have a crime. Okay. Sir, okay, you'll be opening yourself up to be a 1983 lawsuit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Sir, where did you get this document?
I got that off the internet. Where you guys can get it. It's from Homeland Security. It's from their website.
But it's saying for law enforcement use only.
Sorry?
It's saying for law enforcement use only.
Well, that's not true. That's for the public.
But it says here,
Well, it may say that, but it's for the public.
So if it's on the internet, it could be a lie.
On the Homeland Security website? You're right, it could be.
One of them was wrong.
It could be.
But how do we know that yours isn't wrong? Ours is.
But you don't have anything. You got flapping lips. I got paper. All you've got is someone told you something.
you've got paperwork that you shouldn't have. This is a law enforcement document.
Am I being detained?
Yeah.
You're free to leave anytime you want right now.
If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay.
Did anybody say you weren't?
No.
You're not detain him to make you stay. So
Well, you
right
could.
Right now, you're free to leave. If
Yes,
you
sir.
want to leave on your own will, you're free to leave.
Okay.
But the minute that I detain you,
Yes,
then
sir.
you're not allowed to leave.
I got that. You can illegally detain me if you want to.
Okay, so do you have any form of ID on you right now?
You don't get my ID unless I've committed a crime, sir.
Okay, so once I detain you and I search you, then I can get your ID, correct?
That would be an illegal search.
No, it's not.
And it would also be an illegal search and seizure.
Well,
Fourth
once
Amendment,
I
sir.
detain you and once I put you in handcuffs, then I can say, don't record me.
You know what a Terry
Okay.
stop is?
I'm asking you.
I do know what a Terry stop is.
That's why it's twice. I don't want to ask you a third time. Okay?
Yes, sir. I'll respect you for that. You don't want to be recorded, that's fine. I'm not here to ruffle anybody's feathers.
You are ruffling feathers. though.
Well, you're getting an
Okay, so
education.
I'm going to ask you this.
Yes,
Right
sir.
now, I'm giving you the opportunity to leave on your own will.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
willing to leave?
Under threat of arrest?
I'm not saying that.
Oh,
I'm asking
Under threat
you
of
if you want to
arrest.
leave the federal property.
I'm asking you, are you asking me under threat of
Really,
arrest?
you're giving me no other option here. So do you want to leave on
you
your
have
own?
an option. If I offer you chocolate, how many choices do you have? You can say no to the chocolate. Where's your supervisor at, sir? Let me talk to your supervisor.
Well, FPS is on their way, so.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to give you this option before FPS gets here. Are you willing to leave on your own?
I am willing to leave only under threat of arrest.
I'm not going to threaten to.
Okay, then I'm
because I can't arrest
staying.
you. All I can do is detain you.
Okay.
They can arrest you. I can't.
Okay, they can't arrest me neither. They don't have arresting powers.
Okay. Well, we all have detaining powers because we work
Okay,
under the
all right,
federal
well,
property.
I'm surrounded. You can easily detain one. There's several against. I'm not going to fight you guys. There's more than there is of me.
So, sir, can I ask you again, what is the intent of this today?
To film my courthouse is the intent. For matters of public interest and to see how people respond. If you respect, hold it. If you respect my right to film in here, that's what I'm here to find out. And so far, you guys have said, no, I can't film in here. That means you need an education.
No, it's not that we need an education, sir. We're acting off of what the court has told us an issue. Okay? So it's not that we need an education. We're acting off of court documents.
I tried to give you the authorization. There's a CFR on there. You know what that is?
I know exactly what.
Okay. It says that I'm allowed to do it. I'm expressly allowed to do what I'm doing.
You understand our point, though? If we're acting
Yes,
off
sir,
court order?
I do. You don't like it. I get that. I get that. But I'm trying to keep my camera off of people because I know people really don't want to be filmed. It makes them very uncomfortable. Even though today you'll walk past 300 cameras, right? Okay. But when a person is filming, that makes people upset. I'm not trying to make anybody
Sir,
upset.
again, we're acting off of court order for the building, okay? The judges have said that there's no something allowed in the building.
The judge cannot override the Missouri Constitution or the federal law. The judge cannot do that.
Well, then FPS
Although they would like to.
And FPS is going to go over this document.
Sure.
Okay?
Well, they probably are already aware of it.
Okay, well, maybe they need to clarify that.
Okay. They're probably aware of it.
I don't know why things are blacked out on that. We don't have the full document.
Yeah. I don't either. I mean, maybe you could look it up.
Well, it's
You got a computer in your pocket like everyone else?
It's FPS's form, so they're going to be here, and they can probably tell us what that portion of the document says.
Okay. I will leave under threat of arrest.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
For one, I'm not going to threaten you at all.
Okay.
You
Okay,
don't do that
fine.
to another human being.
Good. Thank you.
Unless you video me again.
I'm not going to video you. I can, but I won't. I can by law.
You videotape? I haven't seen anything. I got my hair cut today and everything.
There's cameras in here. We're all being recorded. Cameras all around this building.
Exactly. How many are
A bunch. I should look that up because I know a lot about this building. $200 million it cost to build this building. $30,000 to clean the windows on this building. I'm just exercising my right to film in public areas. That's all. That's all I'm doing. That's why it's not arrestable. And I came here to show you guys this too. Because I came here before and I asked several officers if I could film in here, and they said no. I said, well, I certainly can. I'm not pointing the camera at you, sir, because you asked me not to. And I'm not pointing it at any of you other guys neither. I did earlier, but you didn't ask me to stop. He did.
So if I ask you to delete it because you got me on camera too,
You can ask me to delete it. I will not delete it.
I guess it doesn't matter. Then you can record it.
Okay. Did you guys dial 911 so they'd come running? You guys could have been able to show me the judge's order at least. It should be on the paper if there's a judge's order. 25 minutes. Well, guys, it looks like they haven't respected my rights so far. We'll see what happens when the Homeland Security officers get here. No one has stopped me. You're right. That's a good point. Good point. Very good point, sir. Very reasonable, very logical. Thank you. That's a good point. It's hot in here. To you? Boy, it is to me. I don't have any quarrel with you guys running me out of here, but you need to be able to legitimize what you're talking about. If you can't legitimize it, how can you run me out of here? That's not legitimate. If you have a law, you should show it to me. And if I'm breaking a law, I'll be out of here in a shot. No one can enforce a law that doesn't exist. And if a police officer tries to, he's nothing but a common person. And he's actually less than me because he's my public servant. Unless I've broken a law. Yeah. Unless I've broken a law, then I have to do what he says. But otherwise, I don't have to do anything that he says. "27 minutes. Are they going to show? They may not even show. They may just say, no. Then I might have to come back another day. What they should have said is, he has every right to be there. That's what they should have told you. Because you're an officer. Maybe they wouldn't say that to the public. The public likes to see the police show up. I get that. It's called Breaking News Now.
Internet, breaking news now?
Mm-hmm. I film police departments, courthouses, post offices. I was arrested over here at the civil courthouse for filming in that courthouse. False arrest. Because they thought that they had the right to arrest me.
But I guess what I was saying earlier, sir, what's the intent of all this?
Again, I've already repeated myself. Yet I am here exercising my right to film my
I
building.
understand that, but are you hoping something else is going to happen?
Oh, no. Well, I'm hoping that when the federal officers get here, that they educate you folks. So that's really what I'm waiting on now. I was hoping that someone would already show you guys. And I was hoping that my little piece of paper would show you, but that doesn't convince you.
No, it doesn't because things are
I got
blacked out.
it. I got it. That makes sense. Sir, that makes perfect sense to me. It does.
I'd like to read the full document.
It does make perfect sense. That's a redaction from Homeland Security. I'm not sure what they took out of it. But that is the latest one. It came out in 2018. It's actually instructions for every police, for all of them. I'm kind of getting tired of waiting on them. "31 minutes I've been here."
Time crunch?
No, but I'm just tired of waiting on them, that's all.
You don't have to wait.
No, I don't.
It's your choice. You've done your filming.
Yeah, I've done it,
Nobody's touched you.
and I didn't get arrested, and it sounds like maybe he's getting instructions.
Reasonable with you, trying to get
You have been. You have been totally reasonable. You've been absolutely wonderful and professional. And I appreciate that. I really do. Especially after getting arrested 3 times. One time they sent 5 federal agents to my house with machine guns and a 10-foot crowbar to tear down my door. Why? Because I was filming.
So are you under federal probation here?
I don't have to answer that. My case has been dismissed. I'll answer that. My case has been dismissed. No, my case has been dismissed. They tell you anything? Oh, they're on their way. Not trying to conceal myself in any way. I mean, if I want to do something sneaky, I'd get some, spy cams or something. I haven't asked for any help.
The building's closed.
Sorry?
The building's closed, right? It's time to go.
Oh, they just told me it was open till 6. I was waiting. They called the federal police on me. I was waiting for them. I didn't want to run from them. I didn't want them to have to chase me.
They're all the way here.
I'm going to step outside and wait for them. I'm not going to go anywhere. You can hold on to the paper.
Were you filming in here?
Ask these guys. Sir, you're mistaken. There's the authorization. Federal CFR right there in his hand.
This is an executive building.
This is a federal building. That's correct. I have every right to film here or I wouldn't be here. There's the authorization.
It doesn't apply to you.
I said what I need to say. They tried really hard. They tried really hard. Thomas Eagleton, United States Courthouse.
With this identification,
Yes, sir.
you're supposed to do it, right?
In Kansas City, Missouri, yes. Otherwise, nowhere else.
All right.
I'm not going to tell you my name.
All right.
Good Citizen's my name.
You know this is anyway. Sir, do you?
Sir, am I being detained? I'll see you.